Just like at draft time, waiting on quarterbacks has become the best strategy to take. And even looking down the rankings this week, there are 3 guys that are going to outperform that spot and maybe even be better than a lot of big names. This is Mayo's Triple Play, Stardom QBs. I usually try to stay away from the Thursday nighter. It's capricious and very unpredictable, especially in terms of offense. But one thing I do know about Philly is that the other team is always going to have the ball. That's been the product of the Chip Kelly offense through 2 weeks. So if KC always has the ball, that means the opposing quarterbacks are piling up points. So through those 2 games, Philadelphia has given up 748 yards through the air and 5 touchdowns. That's pretty good. And Alex Smith, he's been efficient. 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, and he's running the ball too, averaging 41 yards a game. Doesn't seem like much, but an extra 4 points here and there, maybe more, and even a score? That's pretty good. And put it this way, the Eagles let Phillip Rivers break off a 12-yard run last week. Think about what Alex Smith is going to do. Every game tells 2 stories, what happens in real life and what happens in fantasy. And Robert Griffin III is becoming like Leroy from Real World Vegas, getting his Shelbyville syndrome on. He's the garbage man. Basically, at this point, that's what's happening because he doesn't run anymore. But he's clearly not the same guy. You see him, and you see him passing, that's all he does now. He's still quick enough to elude the pass rush, and he's going to eventually have to run, or Washington's going to be 0-16. But against the Lions this week, he's going to take to the air, and all will be good. Big week from Robert Griffin. Let's hop in my time machine and go back to 1 year ago, Week 3, New York Giants at Carolina. Eli Manning, 35 attempts, 27 completions, 288 yards. And there was no Hakeem Nicks in that game. And there was definitely no Brandon Myers because he was in Oakland. And now there's no rushing attack. Last year, Andre Brown broke off over 100 yards in that game. Carolina's D has improved up front, but their secondary, maybe even worse than last year. So far this season, they've given up 320 yards through the air to Russell Wilson, 296 to E.J. Manuel, who doesn't throw the ball any more than 15 yards downfield. And even though the turnovers have been there for Eli Manning, he's still piling up fantasy points. This is a must-win game for the Giants, and Eli, he's going to come through. Those are just some of the options at quarterback that are going to surprise you this week and be a tremendous value. And you can put that to good use at fantasyfeud.com, especially if you want to take on a legitimate expert. Every week, Fantasy Feud is running a free contest to see who takes on Adam Ronis one-on-one in Week 12 for $1,000. Win that tournament, then beat the winners, and then beat the genius. I'm Pat Mayo. See you next time.